Baton Rouge is one of the stops for next year's season of Antiques Roadshow. But it was this week that the Roadshow crew recorded that feature episode on the sprawling grounds of the Rural Life Museum. The place was a hive of activity. Film crews, appraisers, volunteers, hopefuls, and fans. We have just a glimpse of what it takes to make that show happen. It's interesting being here today, the day before the big event, and you can already feel there is sort of a rise in the anticipation. People are getting ready for it. It's almost like a game, isn't it? Like a sporting event.
It is in that way, in that the big game for us is tomorrow. Tomorrow is our big game. It's a big day. You're also our first city in our season 28 tour. I have such a great team that I can't take credit for everybody. This is a huge team, and as anybody who makes television knows, it's not a solo sport. It is a true team sport, and this is a really big team. In order to get this show done, LPB has recruited 120 volunteers for us, and those volunteers are going to work a good, long, hard day. And for that, we give them a hat, a t-shirt, and appraisals. And we couldn't do it without them.
I'm with Susan Rocco-Johnson, and I have known you my entire life.
Your entire life.
Absolutely. I mean, this is true.
4 years old.
Since I was 4 years old.
Yeah, 4 years old, yes.
And this is your first time at Antiques Roadshow.
First time.
You're a
first
great
time.
friend of our
Thank
family.
you. Yes, indeed.
My
yes.
sister's best friend from
yes.
high school.
Yes.
And here today for the first time. So, your experience.
My experience has been so much fun. I mean, talking to the people, seeing what they bring in. I regret not bringing in anything myself, but hey, you know, and I feel like our role as volunteers here is to make sure that everybody walks away with a wonderful experience, that they've had a good time, no matter how long a line they stood in, no matter what they were told. And everybody bringing in the stuff has just been so happy and so friendly, regardless. You know, it's worth nothing. Oh, it's worth this. You know, they're fine. You know,
thrilled.
They're thrilled.
Tell me about the volunteer experience. So how long before did you, of a process was it, and you went through a kind of a training?
Well, you do. You go through a 2-hour training yesterday, which left us with just enough knowledge to go home and read the handbook again and remember what we remembered, you know, and what we forgot. But it was relaxed. How to work with the people, what we need to project, you know, to really just again make it that important experience for everybody.
What's the thrill for someone that has something that they've had in their family for years, and they just want to see what it might be, I guess, the worth?
It's not so much that they want to know what the item is worth. They want to share their story because their stories are really personal to them. They're really meaningful. So, you know, they might find out that their piece of carnival glass that they always serve potato salad out of at every Thanksgiving that got passed down from their grandmother is only worth $25. But it's where it was made, when it was made, how it came to be, why it was trendy. These are like the things that they like to learn about it. So finding out something is valuable, I think, is the least of most of the people who are attending.
Okay.
They really want to know more about the why, more about the history of it, because it values the importance that they've given to it.
It was appraised in 1950. The manufacturer, which I didn't know, is Louis Marks, a big toy manufacturer, pressed steel, you know, but maybe $100. That was their estimate.
And you talked to someone right here, right?
Yes, at the toy, the appraiser. And he was very helpful. I appreciate the information.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not going to quit my day job over this truck.
One of the great things about Antiques Roadshow and being on tour with Antiques Roadshow is it's kind of like summer camp. You know, you get to go see your friends again, you get to see the crew that you don't normally see every day.
I have to say the favorite thing is that Antiques Roadshow is like a family, and so we have 5 large family reunions every year.
What I like that is the same in every city is that people are kind to each other, and there's humanity at this show. And in the world today, Roadshow's a happy place where everybody's equal and everybody likes each other. So for me, that sameness is something that's very joyous and important to me because I see it with my own eyes. I have cried with guests, I have laughed with guests, and at that moment, we're really connecting and everybody around us is connecting. And it's just a beautiful human thing.
I love how you say it's a happy place because the world is not so much a happy place right
That's
now.
why I want to talk about it. It doesn't matter what your race or your religion or your age is, that we're all human and we all care about the same things.
Now, that was just a glimpse of what happened this week. We're going to have a detailed behind-the-scenes look at the Baton Rouge activities before those Baton Rouge episodes air next year.
Sounds exciting.